Hello, everybody. This is Tenacious Earl back here with what's going to be the third round, plus a little bit of business that I forgot to tend to. But in any regard, welcome back to the 2018 San Diego Open, part of the inaugural Tenacious Golf Tour. This is using a game from Play. That is PLAAY. You can find their website at plaay.com if you're interested in buying after you're watching these videos. Again, I'm not plugging them. I'm just using their game, and I'm going to start doing that for instance, Stratomatic games that I play. I'm going to try to at least. So, just I feel like it's common courtesy because we are trying to spread the word about the games that we play and trying to help raise awareness for playing tabletop sports. So that's where we are with that. So the thing I'm going to have to start with here is I'm going to determine my target score. I forgot to do that. That's one of the mechanisms you have to do here in History Maker Golf. I may not have said that was the game from play.com, but that's the name of it, is History Maker Golf. It is a game that is interesting in many regards. For some people, because you don't play out every round for every golfer, they may find it slightly unfulfilling. On the other hand, they might find it really difficult to play a full tournament when you've got 156 players. And so, all things considered, with this kind of a tournament, and as you'll see here for the third round, you kind of have to take a little bit of stock in how much time you have. If you've got weeks of time, if you're retired and feel led to be able to play out a full tournament, I think you do just fine using this as well. But I think for tournament mode, or maybe you would just want to do this game in terms of either just plain old stroke play, getting together foursomes of players, or twosomes, or trying to run other types of tournaments, match play type things, I think it would be just fine. But I think tournament mode, at least as far as I've done so far, I have enjoyed it. Haven't had any real significant problems. I've read a couple of things that could potentially come up. If it comes up for us, we'll make some determinations at that point. But till then, I'm going to determine my target score, and then we're going to roll off round 3 and determine our leaderboard. Not the leaderboard, but at least where guys are going to set up towards when it comes to the leaderboard coming into round 4, the final round. So I'll be right back to bring that to you. So stay right there for just a moment. And welcome back to my humble abode here. So, as you can see here, although I'll tell you what I could do here. I'm going to, no, that doesn't help. I'm going to move the logo up to the upper left corner because that upper left corner doesn't have anything. So what we have here is my setup. First off, what we need to do is try to do the target score. Again, I use a modified roll. I have it written down here in sort of my ground rules up front. So what I need to do is, so the score in the 2017 San Diego Open, as far as in real life, 275. So then I use this little system. I will hold it up here. This is what I use. Let me get it in a different hand so you can see it. So I roll a d6 and the decider die, and depending upon whether it's the decider die shows a dot or not, we basically multiply by 2. So let's give that a whirl. So let's see. So from 275, we will, it'll be 275 right on the money because it's a 3. That's a 0. Okay. So, and the cut is, I think, 145. So I've already updated my spreadsheet to kind of thin it out. So I definitely had 79 golfers make the cut. So, and you can do that. It's about up to 80. 80 is really the edge. And bear with me. I'm gonna get a cold, tasty beer beverage to go along with this third round. So I hope that is all right by you because it's been a long day. Of course, you all may not see this until Monday, so because I am recording this on Sunday night before heading off to Sleepyland. So, all right. So what do we need to do here? And actually, first of all, before moving any further, I want to check my little checklist here. Got at least 70 golfers. Okay, we did all of that. We did that. Decided in 7 stacks and do the third. So we have the outstanding over here. Ties are done with a decider die. The decider die means that they contend with the placement. So what we use here is we use this chart that they give, and we use this side of it now. The third round golfers who made the cut. We again roll 2 dice, 2 d6s. We'll use green and white again. And what I need to do now is to take the guys who made the cut. I'm going to give them a quick shuffle, except for the outstanding golfers. The outstanding golfers will stay in their own pile. This is the most outstanding golfers I've had come through the cut process. So I think we had a total of 6. So not everybody's going to get the best probably out of that. So we got to make 7 piles out of this within reason. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to make it into thirds here first. And we'll take 1 out of here, and then we're going to try to make another. Make sure these guys are way over. Okay, I'm going to try to take a little bit from here, a little bit from here. So basically the whole point is to try to make 7 even piles plus the outstanding one over here. So I would say that's pretty good. All right, so we're going to go, I'm going to write this here in my little book, making, oh, that's not the right terminology. This is the third round. And if I have time here, I might even go ahead and stage Might even stage the next. So I'm going to turn this down here just a skosh and make sure that my phone is not going to fall. I had a pretty good angle for that round. Okay, so again, what we need to do, and this guy looks a little full. This guy looks a little shallow, so let's do that. And I'm going to take a card and put it over here too. Trying to do our best here, but well, I've been trying not to look and see who's where, but okay. Okay, so now we're ready for the third round and to see which golfers will. So we have a mixture again. This is kind of a mixture of draw and top. Sometimes it's a draw, sometimes it's a top, and there can be some. And what we're going to do is we're going to have Tourney Day Perks golfers. I'm going to write all of these down. So here we go. Let's roll the first pile. It is a 24, which is the top golfer contends with an A, and he is going to get a Tourney Day in Perks. So let's see who's in here. We will. So 2A is the highest so far. Here's a bunch of 3As. Jeremiah James at 3A. There's a 3B. Here's another. Let's make sure that we're getting Mackay Berry at a 2B. I gotta make sure these guys are not sticking together. Okay, I think this is all good. Yeah. 2B, 3B. Let's make sure 24. All the others are going to finish with C+. There's a 4A, a 4B, 5A. Okay, so it's going to be the top golfer contends with an A. And so Palmiro, Cavallari, and he's going to contend with an A. So we'll put him here. All these other guys will, let's see, finish with, 24 is finish with C+. So we put them on the backside to mean that they're finished, and that will be it for them. Okay, so the next pile. That's a 23. That'll be a draw golfer contends with A. And then the rest are going to contend with B. Contend with B+. So, all right. So I'm going to use my D6 or my D20 here and draw a golfer at random, hopefully. That's a 10, so it could be the one at the very bottom. We'll see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it'll be this guy, Ellis Moberly, will, it's a 23, contend with A. So Ellis Moberly will be in that position, and then the others will contend with B+. So we're going to have a whole host that could potentially come out of the B+. As you recall, I forgot the... I'm going to try and move some of these over a little bit here because the star is A+. So if there could be an A+ here somewhere. All right, so these guys go to B+, and they will contend. We're going to put them right below here. And, yeah, the emerging contenders would come from there, or if we don't have enough, we might pull a couple in from B+. Okay, so third pile. a 12. The top golfer contends with A+. So this will be at least 1 leader will come from here. So we got Washburn, and yeah, we got 2 stuck together there. Novak, and let's see, the others will finish with B-. So only one. Oh, I don't need to. Yeah, I do hold these up. So 2C. There's Magallanes. Here's a 2B. Gotta hold these up to the light to be sure that there's one that's stuck behind. 3A. Robards, Sears, Lemons, and Cho. All A's or 3s and 2s. Lemons, Cho. Okay, so it'll be Magallanes who is going to be in the lead. And a 12 means that there's no perks or attorney issues, but we will put him right here. And then these guys are going to finish with a B-. Fourth pile. 35. Draw golfer contends with A. Then the top, and he's going to get a tourney issue, or no, wait, no tourney issue. Draw golfer contends with A. Top golfer contends with A-. Others contend with B. So lots of contention coming from here. It'll be the 6th golfer in line. There's Heath Somers. He's a 1 guy. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Justin Wallace is the 6th, and he will contend with A along with Moberly and Cavalieri. And then the rest, we take the top golfer from here. Is it 1B? It is. It's going to be Heath Somers is going to contend with A-. And the rest of these guys are going to contend B. So maybe some emerging contenders here as well. Okay. Okay, so we're halfway through 25. Draw golf. Oh, yeah. And nobody. This time we will get a tournament perk guy or issue. 1 draw golfer contends with an A with the tourney perk. Top golfer gets A- or A-. Others finish with C, and there's 14. So I'm going to be laying these all out. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and we had 14, so 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Broadus will contend with A, right? 45, no, 25 contends with A, so, and it's going to be Ryan Broadus. And then we get the top golfer out of here, contends with A-. That'll be Chico Fonseca. He's a 2C. And everybody else is going to be finished with a C. All right. Take a drink here. An 11. Top golfer will contend with A+. We haven't seen Emmerich yet. I'm wondering if he's going to be in this, and he would get tourney perks if he is in here. So Let's see. There's Granbury. The only guy that can beat him out is Emmerich. One guy left. One card left it could be, because we got Janice here. But it is Dustin Emmerich. How about that? He is the top golfer. Let me double check nobody's caught here. And I think that, I just want to double check all these. But with Emmerich in there, that basically pushes all these guys to being back markers. So the top contends with A+, and he gets, so it'll be Dustin Emmerich. With a tourney day perk issue. And then the rest contend with B+, so at least these guys aren't completely out of it yet. But we're going to have a whole big pile there at B+. So I'm going to do a little bit of a, because I'm worried that I'm going to move these guys down. The only thing that can happen with these guys now is to be out of contention, as well as these guys here. So let's do an adjustment. These guys were at C. These guys were at C+. And these guys are at B-. So then B, B+, and then A-, these two guys. All right. Okay, so that's at least a little better. Okay, so we got two piles left. We've got one more from the regular batch and then one of the outstanding. 26. Draw a golfer contends with A. Others finish at B-. Draw a golfer contends with A-. Okay. Roll the D20. 18. So we're going to have to push them all out here. So there's Yun Lee Song. Unless he gets lucky here, he is not going to be able to go into that final push here. There's 4, 5, 6, 7. There's Alvestad, if you remember him. Tom Sudbury, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. David Alvestad, the draw golfer, will contend with A-. He was in the hunt there in that last round. All of these other golfers, Yun Lee Song, a 1C guy, he's going to finish at B-. And so now we've got the outstanding golfers, and let's see what happens with these guys. And that's an 11. So the only, the rest of these guys will contend with B+. Top guy is going to get at the top of the heap, and it might be McAdams. Yes, it is. We had 6 of them, and it'll be Trent McAdams. He will get and what am I here so far? I'm at 25 minutes. I got time to maybe finish out and stage, guys. So okay, so we're gonna put these guys at B+. So what do we have here? We've got 10, and so in theory we have room for 12. So I'm going to look at tournament mode instructions and see what I do here for the third day. You may want to add golfers to the field. You may feel that a top golfer placed in B or all right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take the top 2 rated golfers in the B+, and if there's a tie, we will take care of that. But we don't have any in the D's. We don't have a C-. So now what I do is I bag these fellas up here in their own bags. Anybody who's finished. So all right, so these guys were C's. These guys were C+. And then B-. So I put these guys all in a bag so that I can finish out tournament mode later. So, okay. Or finish out the scores of those who aren't contending. Okay, so we've got B. I'm going to put B in their own bag because kind of depends on how the emerging contender role goes later on. So what we're going to do is we're going to put these here, and then I'm going to put these B+ right up there. Actually, what we can do is like this. This is probably better. They're thinner than they are wide. Or they're wider, or they're longer than they are wide. So let's do it like this. Actually, I'm going to put the B+ down here. Actually, I'm going to move them out there. So here we go. So what I'm going to do is on my sheet here, I'm going to set the third round final leaderboard. And again, on this chart, we have a very easy way to stage things. And what we do is that over here, it's, let's see, scoring key for... Okay. So, any golfer with A placement or any kind of A, of any kind of A is considered a contender. Contending golfers are given a 3-round score and featured in the hole-by-hole telecast. To calculate the 3-round scores, use the scoring key, and so we had a 275 target score, so we used this column here, A+. We then roll the decider die to determine whether they're going to be at 205 or 206. So I'm going to put this here. Let's just start with, we'll start with the A+. Trent McAdams, if he is a dot, he is a 205. If he's not, he's a 206. He will be 205. Dustin Emmerich, he'll be at 206. And Enrique Magallanes, all ones. High-powered field here, and he will be at 205. So I'm going to put this in my book here. I'll move it up here so you can see. So we're going to go 1, 2, And let's see, it's a par 72. So, one moment here. So a 205 is 11 under par. And then we've got Enrique Magallanes. And then you've got in third, Dustin Emmerich at -10. Now, again, let's just I'll make a quick point here about the tournament ratings. It's easy to say the 1A, 1B that it's that they're going to be winning a lot. That's not necessarily the case. That gets them in contention, and that shows their consistency is really what that's about. The way that they end up playing out during the final round, it will basically, it's just going to be off their traits and some luck based on the dice. So, just like any game. So, Broadus. So this will be between Dot will be 207 or 208. So that'll be 207 for Broadus. Wallace will be 208. Then Moberly, 208. And Cavallari, 208. So in fourth alone will be Ryan Broadus. .207. Tied for fifth at -8. 208 will be Ellis Moberly and Palmiro. Cavallari. I guess I'll call him Cavallari. Okay, now we have the 209 or 210. Alvestad, 209. Fonseca, 209. And Sommers, 210. So 5, 6, 7, 8. 8's going to be and then in 10th place will be Heath. Summers, -6, 210. All right, and so now we have, what we're going to do is I'm going to go in order of the most the highest rated. I'm going to start with the highest rated. I'm going to order them here, and so Van Dyke's a 1C. Granbury. So the point I'm trying to do here is to I'm going to roll the decider die for each of these guys, and the best golfers that come out and get the decider die, they will once we get 2 of them, that will be it. So bear with me as I sort these guys out. Okay, so we've got a 1B and a 1C. Then we got a bunch of 2As, and I guess I'm not sure how we will. Well, I think what we will do is we'll roll a D6 for the 3. So first, let's see. Gil Granbury, does he get a decide or die? No, he does not. So he will not. He'll be in contention. He'd have to be an emerging contender. So then Martin Van Dyke. Yes, he will be 6 back. So that will be 211. All right, so now we've got 3 guys here that are at a 2A. I'm going to roll a D6 and pick one of them that way. And I'm going to go from the top down. So it'll be the 3rd guy. It'll be Evan Aldrich. Does he get the decide or die? No, he does not. So he's going to miss. What about, let's roll the D6 again. It's a 1, so Rance Aberley. I don't know if you can see the 1 there, but that's what it is. Rance Aberley, he does. So he will be in that final group, and the rest of these guys are going to be... We're going to have to wait and see if there's a contention rule. Now, something that I didn't realize before when I did the out of contention stuff, or not out of contention, but the emerging contenders, is that, where did that B plus card go? I'm going to have to find that. It's around here somewhere. One of the things is that in this chart right here, it says check the leader's score. So if the leader has shot 5 under par, or wait, I think that's the leader going into the final round. Or no, I think it's just the leader altogether. If the leader's 5 under par or better, you don't roll it. There can't be an emerging. If they're between 2 and 4 under, you can roll it once, which is this up here, and then if they are under there, we roll it twice. So it gives you a couple chances then. All right, so I need to write the final. Tied for 11th here is going to be Marty Van Dyke. -5 to 11. And also Rance Aberley. All right, so that is that. And last thing that I want to do, now that we've got this set up, I can take these 2 guys out of here. I'd also like to find this stupid... Oh, here it is. All right. So I'm going to put these guys in a baggie and put these guys in their own baggie. And I'm going to roll the tourney day perks, so I get that out of the way. That way I am all ready to go for the final round, probably tomorrow night. At least get started with it. It's going to take a little while, obviously. We've done this before. So this is your final. Well, this is what I can do. We'll be right back with a little bit more stuff here, just a moment as I set some things up. And I wish I had some fancy music so that would help you guys out, but I don't. And so right here is your final round leaderboard coming into it. So your leaders here, McAdams and Magallanes. Emmerich 1 back, Ryan Broadus. So a strong field here. I don't see we see Broadus as the only 4, no 5s. So, okay, so now we've got some tourney day perks. we got to roll off here. What I can do is I can put my book here. And so you can see Palmiro Cavallari. We got to get our Tourney Day perks chart out here. You can see this is this side. We do basically just two rolls. You do a D6 and it chooses one of these categories. You roll the next D6 and it gives you, and this could be, if it's got a question mark, it's only this round. If it doesn't have, or wait, if it's got the question mark, you have to roll the decider die, and it will be whether it's, it could be till further notice, which would go on forever. So we have a couple of till further notices right now, and it was Myung Cho and it was Delmo Mazzanti. They're both stormy till further notice, and you can have up to 6 at any one time. Once you hit your 7th, you're out of there. So, or not you're out of there, but the oldest of the bunch then gets cleared. So let's roll our white die here and go for Palmiro and see whether he has some perks or issues. So it's going to be a trainer issue. Could it be an injury? Could it be... Well, I guess you don't get injuries here. But you could lose something or gain something. So here we go. It's a 1, so he's going to lose choice quality. I'm not sure what lose choice quality means. Oh. Let me see. Does it have? It may have clarification in the rule book. I'm wondering if it means you can choose whether to, or maybe you choose the quality that he loses. Clarifications. Let's see. Let's look in tournament mode. Maybe it's listed there. Okay. So, boy, I don't know what exactly that means. Lose choice quality. Well, I'm going to have to do a little digging on the boards to find out what that means. Lose choice quality. So what could you choose? Let's see. Certain dice rolls in the third round add storylines. Okay. For each indicator, roll determine the general story. The second, specific effect of the golfer. Okay. To keep storyline. Choice quality. All right. Well, I got to roll the decider die to see if it's going to be long term, if it's going to be till further notice. And it is till further notice, so I'm going to put lose choice TFN. So I've got to figure out what that means. All right, so Ryan Broadus. That is a 6. That's an internal. And then we re-roll 1. Gain Sunny Quality. And that will be for this tournament only. Gain Sunny. So that will help him on mood rolls. At least the first mood roll. Alright, so now we've got Dustin Emmerich. And also internal. and it's a 5, he's going to be a... Oh, boy. Well, that adds a level because he's semi-gold. He is going to be rust. So I'm going to have to remember that during his round. And then Trent McAdams. It's a 2, which is sponsor. And a 5. He's going to get the lucky quality. So what that means is he's going to get a blue chip every hole, regardless of whether he uses them all or not. So, and that's for only this tournament. So we've got, I should have a... I'm going to need to start a TFN list here. I have one on my spreadsheet, but I'm going to go up and add those after this. So that's where we stand here currently. So we've got McAdams, which, I mean, this is something that could just make it really difficult for anybody else to catch him, because that blue chip, getting that blue chip, we saw what that meant to Alvestad at Hawaii. He really used that to his advantage to get a pretty good score in there. So, and Emmerich losing his clutch putting ability completely. Well, we'll see if he can. What he may need to do is stockpile some blue chips so he can use them to improve his his clutch putting rating, because otherwise he's going to be struggling there. Anyway, so we'll be right back. Hang on here, and we'll close it out here in just a moment. Here on the Tabletop Baseball Plus channel, bringing you the Tenacious Golf Tour. So, we're back, and really appreciate you guys watching this. If you have, well, if you're here, you have been here probably. So I appreciate you guys hanging in there with this here on what was initially meant to be a... Sorry, this is an accoutrement that I really need to have, because right now I am draining like the gutters after a deluge. So, so I mean, was initially a baseball channel started by Tabletop Earl, and both of us have started to broaden out a little bit, both into some golf. I'm not sure if he's going to do that long term, but he's using it. But I'm using History Maker. I'm in this for the long haul. I'm not sure how often I'm going to run tournaments. This is like the second weekend in a row I've done it. But I think at this point I'm finding some joy in this game. I do enjoy the strategy elements of it. I like the fictional set, but I also understand that there are going to be people who are turned off by people that they've never heard of. So, I think that is going to be something that I will address eventually. And my plans are, now that I've kind of gotten used to using the golfer creation tool that I found, and even further automating it, to being able to create a whole set of players who are from real life. And I'm not going to go with the recent set. Actually, I'm thinking about getting the current tour, basically. But I don't know. There's something about the time when I grew up that I really like, and so I'm probably going to create a set for that era when I really got into watching golf on television. But okay, again, this is Tenacious Earl. If you would like the video, or any of the videos that you've watched of mine that you haven't liked, and I mean, assuming that you like them because you continue to watch, I would much appreciate that. And Tabletop Earl would as well. We work hard here making videos. As much as working hard is, you could say, playing a game is working. But this is something that we hope you enjoy, and we enjoy doing this as well. But to have a channel, we just really want to put it out there and get the word out about these games that are all available to everybody for a price, obviously. But we all put our money into things that we enjoy, and I enjoy this game. I have also enjoyed History Maker Baseball, but I cut my teeth on Stratomatic, and that's still one of my favorites. So we'll get back to some Strat baseball here pretty soon. I also want to branch into some other sports eventually. But if you could like the video, that'd be great. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, both of us do live streams on a regular basis where you can interact with other gamers, people who are into not just the tabletop, but also the PC versions of games as well. So maybe you can get some tips, maybe you can get some thoughts on a variety of games, because a lot of these guys who have been participating in the live streams and comment on these videos and watch the videos, they are very knowledgeable and would love to help you out when Tabletop Earl and myself maybe aren't quite there. But in any event, I'm going to sign off. Thanks for watching this third round and final round setup. Looking forward to getting the final round of the San Diego Open in and have 3 tournaments under our belt here for the Tenacious Golf Tour. Till next time, this has been Tenacious Earl here at the Tabletop Baseball Plus channel. We welcome you, we thank you, and until next time, God bless, and enjoy your tabletop games.